Thanks very much for joining us today. My first question to you is with respect to the entire paperless and digital journey that we've been talking about. The fintech revolution is, of course, underway already. But what's the kind of traction that you see it picking up over the next few years?
Yeah, we have very high expectations as a leader in, of course, in digital and being actually an insurer that recently closed its agencies and going fully digital. We have high expectations. We see a number of factors. One is the demographics of India, 65% of population of 35. The second one is the high income growth. The third one is initiatives like Aadhaar. And the fourth one is the availability of data in a fast way, as we see with Reliance Jio, and in a much more affordable way. So we see 5 factors that will lead to exponential growth. We are expecting a digital growth 100% year on year.
Right, and as far as from an insurance perspective, penetration is still very low. How do you think digital will really help boost that and really increase penetration in India?
It's a very good point. I think there's 2 elements to it. I think the first one is awareness. India has a 92% underinsurance rate. But actually, what does it mean? So I'll give you an example. I have a family, it earns 10 lakh a year, the breadwinner. So it's a good middle class family, has a comfortable life, comfortable income. And unfortunately, breadwinner falls away, which means a 92% insurance gap. That means the family is only left over with 80,000 rupees in this case per year, which comes to approximately 6,500 a month. Yeah, I think a lot of people are not aware on this massive underinsurance gap, and I think digital is not only a sales channel, but also a discovery channel and an awareness channel. So I think with hyper-targeting that we're doing with mediums like Facebook and Google, we target those customers that are most open to insurance. We tell them what insurance actually is, what risk they get when they don't take it, and what the advantage is by taking it.
And finally, from over the next few years for Aegon, where do you see the digital journey culminating?
We see it continuously progressing. I think the most important is to improve the user experience. It's still relatively poor in the insurance industry. We are not an exception. The jargon is still very high. The number of documents you have to fill in, the number of steps you have to take, the time it takes to issue a policy, even though we are the quickest in the industry, but still it takes significant amount of time. So I think the digitalization of things. So why do I still have to send my papers? I can do it with Aadhaar. Why do I still have to do medicals? Why maybe I just did the medical for my company? Why is there not an API with the hospital available that digitalize it? So I think the whole paperless drive we will definitely see. Make it easier for the customer. Make it easier to understand what products we have. Make it easier to buy our products.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.